Hi guys, Tyler here. Hi Tyler here guys. I was thinking guys. Turn it off. When I was younger, we used to wake up early in the morning to watch stuff. And right now it's 11 o'clock, East Coast time. And it's the 23rd. It's the 20th of May, 2023. It's supposed to be nice and warm out, but it is rainy and cold looking. I was recently thinking, now I have done videos in the past, but one of these days, especially a weekend, I'm going to do it, where I do a video on cartoons I used to watch. Now, I had done this before, but I just thought of something. I need to do it again. Now, this thing is something I haven't done yet before because I haven't the time to. But the thing is, though, for a future date, we're going to do this, and a future date, we're going to do a live stream of this when I get time. Right now, I do not because I'm waiting for someone else to come on. Now, I don't remember much of what I did back in the days, but I do remember the late 1990, 99, 2000, I woke up and watched Fox Kids and watched Magic School Bus and Woodpecker. That's what I used to watch. That was only two shows I watched on the TV, and that was it. Until around 9 o'clock. Then I watched The House of Mouse on one Saturday morning, and then I watched Recess and one Saturday morning, then ABC Kids one Saturday morning. Now, at the time, we had the following networks. We had ABC, we had the big three, ABC, NBC, Fox. Okay, actually, we had 6 networks. We actually had a few networks where I used to live. Back in my day, we had, okay, this is what I used to do back in the old days. 5:30 a.m., Rollins Hazelton's House Calls on WSBT. 6 o'clock, Bob Ross. 6:30, Thomas the Tank Engine. And then somebody else used to watch. Then at 7 o'clock, this is Michigan time, guys, Michigan time. Then at 7 o'clock, we watched Magic School Bus. I mean, back then I wasn't good time, but I always woke up around 5 in the morning watching TV. Now, back in the day, I used to watch the news and stuff, but no, actually, no, 6:30 was, no, 6:30 was I went to the church channel. At 6:30, I went to the church channel to watch Animal Rescue. Then 7 o'clock came around, then I watched Magic School Bus, Woodpecker, and whatever else was on Fox Kids. Then around 9 o'clock, I went to Channel 57, ABC 57, to watch Recess, House of Mouse. Not in particular, or I don't know what order it was actually in, because remember, it's been over 20 years. But I remember watching that stuff when I was younger. And that was about it. I didn't really watch much TV. After around 9 o'clock, I turned the TV off. Mom used to put a movie, maybe, by then we went out to do stuff, or we watched the movie on TV. And back then, we didn't have many networks. We had ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, PBS, and the CW was all we had. Eventually we got ION eventually, but back then it was called PAX. That's what we had back then. Then eventually everything else changed over. But the thing was, though, that was like that until 2005 when I moved up to Colon, Michigan. Everything changed. Different colors, different channels. But over the years, things have changed. I missed some stuff. I do remember when I was younger, I used to watch WSJV, Fox 28 early in the morning. What was on? I.J. Virginia was on every single morning. I.J. Virginia was on every single morning. Then the news came on. But the thing was, back in the old days, they had the news ticker on the bottom of the screen still. Oh, the news, there's no news on there now. But on the bottom of the screen, there was a news ticker on the bottom of the screen, which was pretty cool. I mean, that's what it was back in my day, because pretty neat, but now it's gone now. You don't see that stuff anymore, but it's 11 o'clock right now, and right about now, if I was still watching cartoons right now on ABC, right now I'd be watching Power Rangers, I think. But right now, there's nothing on TV right now. I'm checking the guide right now. But if you're from my time, you know, remember that stuff. But people still don't believe me, but come on, these days you'll see cartoons anymore. The only network still does cartoons is PBS. I mean, PBS is the only thing that does it. So, right now, look right now. Motor Week, that's about all on right now. The Motor Week's on. I mean, there's nothing on right now. Just go to tomorrow's programming. Okay, tomorrow at 9:30, Dallas Center Neighborhood. Some more kid stuff. Curious George, Wildcrats, Cyber Chase. Which Cyber Chase episode is this? The movie, okay, I hate the movie. Amy's Way, Molly and Denali, Arthur, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So from 6 o'clock, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood to 6 to 8 o'clock, there are cartoons on WNIT. From 6 to 10 on WGVK is cartoons. Now, when the Fox Block came around, Saturday morning cartoons were gone. But the thing is, though, guys, I'm from a time that doesn't exist anymore. In you can see here, CW7. Andy's Heartland. Okay, that's a cartoon. It says it's a cartoon. Channel 18. Our ex-affiliate, Tummy Tuck, TKN. Okay, there's a couple of things. I mean, you don't see cartoons anymore on TV. The only place the cartoon still is a handful of stations. I mean, yeah, I understand. But ABC did cartoons until 2 o'clock. From like 9 to 2, is there 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 hours of programming. Okay, 5 to 6 hours of programming. And they always did it around 9 o'clock. That means it means the news was on at 8 o'clock for an hour. Wherever the ABC network is, Good Morning America was on at 8 to 9. Then 9 o'clock to 2 was all kids stuff for ABC Kids. But around 2 o'clock, Power Rangers was ending up. I mean, around 1 o'clock, Digimon, Power Rangers was done with today. Was the last thing that showed. But by then, they had sports on. Basketball or something else. But to CW7, which did programming until around noon, they had wrestling on. Wrestling or something like that. But I was never into that stuff. I mean, like I said, if you're like I was from the 1990s, you don't see stuff you remember anymore. You don't see old cartoons anymore. I mean, you don't see Power Rangers is still in the air, but that's about it. Now you see here, the Power Rangers is still in there. Today's a SpongeBob Marathon because it's his birthday this week. But you see here, Shrek Forever, Sing, on different network, Shrek Forever, SpongeBob, Mom, SpongeBob. I mean, some episodes of SpongeBob were great, but everything after season 6 sucks. Okay, I'm going to do some real quick here. I always don't do this real quick. Power Rangers. Yeah, Power Rangers is still on TV. Paramount Plus. Okay, I'm not watching that, but yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Power Rangers has been around since my time, from the 2000s. 2019, okay? 2016. 2018. 2017. Dino, that's old. 2015. Wow, 1990s. (1993) to 1996. Now that's Fox Kids territory right there. That was Power Rangers Mighty Force. 100, almost 200 episodes. And that's from the 90s, guys. From 1993 to 96 is when it started. So yeah, guys, it's surprising after all these years. I mean, everything now is just that history stuff is too. I remember. I mean, 2014 is where it died off. 2014, 2015. 2014 is where cartoon died off. June 2014 is where all the cartoons died off on the network. Fox was the first station to get rid of it. CW was the last network to even show Saturday morning cartoons. How do you know that, Tyler? Because I remember, 1 week prior, before I left, the week I moved up here, I moved to this little location, our new headquarters here. A week before I moved here, I was watching Digimon. The next week, I moved here. Couldn't watch Digimon. I was mad about it, but I bought the series, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's just sad though that someone from my era, you don't see cartoons anymore. I mean, yeah, SpongeBob doesn't count, guys. I mean, PBS doesn't count the year because PBS always did. But yeah, guys, back in my day, you had the big five networks, and that was it. You had the big five. You had NBC, the big five back then. But that was it. YouTube, guys, YouTube. So yeah, guys, it's sad to see a series like this go away. Cartoons go away for the years, but over the years, I would say cartoons were good. I mean, from the 1920s to 24 for almost 90 years. Wow, 90 years. For 90 years, guys, 90 years. We survived for 90 years. From the 1920s with Bosco, which is original Looney Tune, from the 1920s with Bosco to 2014, we had cartoons. It's sad though that era like this has ended, but I think we did pretty good with cartoons over the years. I think we did pretty good with Saturday morning cartoons. We had them for a long time, from 2014 from the 1920s. I think we did pretty good. I think it's sad though that Saturday morning cartoons are now gone. The Saturday morning cartoons have been officially gone since June 2014. It's been that long now, but it's still sad that Saturday morning cartoons have finally ended after being on the air it's been 9 years now, about 9 years now. As of June, the first week of June, the first Saturday of June of this year will be the 9th anniversary that Saturday morning cartoons finally died off. It's sad that Saturday morning cartoons died off, but still, we got some things that no one can say they did. Come on. If you lived in my time, you still remember Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, I'm pushing 30 years old. But if you were born before 2005, you know what Saturday morning cartoons were. The first network to cut cartoons off permanently was the Fox network. And the last show they put on Fox, I remember, was on Fox 28, WSTV, was Degrassi. Never liked the show. It was stupid. But yeah. Well, the good old days, if I can go back in time, I would, but I can't go back in time. If I can go back, if I had a few $100 for me, okay, and go back in time for a weekend in the 1990s, I would. I'd go back in time to the 1990s. Heck, I'd go back to the 2000s. If I could go back to the 2000s for a weekend, I would. I might go back 23 years. Long as I stayed up here, I'd be fine. I'd be fine living up here because I didn't live around here in 2000. In 2000, I lived in Niles, so technically, I was just here for the week, just here for a day, spend the day in 2000. If I spent a day in year 2000, a weekend in year 2000, I'd be fine. Just to do it for a weekend, I'd be fine. I had my own car, if I had a car, a license, everything that was valid for the year 2000, I'd be happy. I'd have a certain amount of money on my hand. Then I could also do something else too. I'd also predict 9/11, but that's the only thing I would screw up. I think would be predicting 9/11. Yeah, I also predict what day. I think I'd do July 2001. July 2000, actually. Find a payphone, contact the FBI, tell them that's it. Then hang up. What's your name? I would not give him my name. I would give him a bogus name. It doesn't. It's like what? How would they get you a bogus name too for your future, for your identity when you go back? And they tell you, and you get to choose your own identity. Technically, I knew who I'd use, I knew whose name I'd use, because he doesn't exist yet. He didn't exist until 24. He didn't exist usually. Remember, he's only 14 years old. Technically, he's 14, but now he's 31. Think of Totara. You figured out who he was. You figured out what's his name. If you beat him in the gut, say, "I know who you are." Yeah, if I knew where he lived at the time, yeah. But that's me being stupid. Besides, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I think I'd do that. Stop 9/11 from happening. But
Kid, I'm not from this world. I need your help with my quest to stop the uprising.
But I'm gonna cook food, guys. But now we're gonna cook up some food, guys. I'm not making corn. I'm making hot dogs. So yeah, so that's gonna be pretty fun to do. So let's start cooking. Before we start cooking, I need to do two things. Yeah, like I said, that's definitely a video I have to make sure I get done today. I know it's coming out today. Can't wait for it to come out. I'm going to watch it and do a reaction video to it. So guys, we're going to cook some food today, and that's all I'm going to really say, and I wish I did not say it like that because I sound like an asshole and an idiot. Tomorrow will be special for us tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, the race at Norfolk Speedway, and yes, we will be live tomorrow on the secondary channel. I was thinking about going live today on the secondary channel because of Hell of a Boss coming out, but I changed my mind last minute saying, nope, we're going to pre-record that. First things first, throw this in the oven. Part 2, get our main pan out. Yaha! And clean up the stovetop. And please, guys, don't try this at home if you don't know what you're doing. This is a flat top stove, so that's why the cameraman's on the stove for, because it's a flat top stove. If there's no flat top stove, the camera would be on the stove right now as we're speaking. This is a non-stick pan, but it still needs a little bit of a sprit. Still needs a sprit. Now, I've been living here in Michigan my whole life, and I talk about Randall Shill all the time on the channel, and you guys actually tell me, do cooking videos, do cooking videos. Well, a lot of YouTubers do cooking videos, know what they're doing. I don't. Now, one time you guys asked me to do cooking videos, I do them, they suck, that's why I don't do them that often. But, you guys keep asking me to do cooking videos, so guess what? I'm doing cooking videos for you guys today. Today we're cooking hot dogs, and that's all I'm going to tell you guys. In my house, we use a lot of paper plates because, one, we're too lazy to clean the plates. Oh shit, there goes the button. Butter. So tomorrow, I go shopping tomorrow, so that's good. So, we're going to cook some hot dogs up. Now, what hot dogs it doesn't matter what hot dog you use, just make sure you pick ones you like. I'm not going to edit anything because this channel is an unediting channel, but now, let me put these hot dogs in the fryer, in this stove real quick. Then I'll put the camera down so you can see what I'm cooking. 1 weenie. 2 weenie. Now I got these hot dogs at the local Meijer. I got these at Harding's. So I got these hot dogs I'm eating from Meijer, from Harding's. I go to 3 stores to get my food. I go to Harding's, Meijer's, and Walmart sometimes. But today, got these hot dogs at Harding's. The buns I'm using that you can't really see on camera. Shit! I hate when that happens. Excuse me for a minute.